And coming up, Leicester gives up more of its archaeological secrets. This time, a Roman shrine is revealed next to the cathedral. Well, you may remember how a decade or so ago, the tomb of King Richard III was found underneath a car park in Leicester. Well, archaeologists have now made another major discovery, and it's just 50 yards away. It's a Roman shrine buried beneath a former graveyard next to Leicester Cathedral. Our Midlands correspondent Phil Mackey has been given special access to the site.
Deep beneath Leicester city centre, they've been uncovering 2,000 years of history.
So we've been excavating here for about 9 months now in this current
Matthew Morris is excited, and he's the man who unearthed the remains of Richard III in a car park barely 50 metres away 10 years ago. In this corner, 8 metres underground and right next door to Leicester Cathedral, they've made an important discovery.
These are our sort of special artefacts that we've had out so far, so a lovely intact Roman hairpin.
That's incredible.
But then this is our star find at the minute. This, we're pretty certain, is going to be the base of a Roman altar.
It may not look much, but this is likely to have been part of a subterranean shrine. Most of it's buried underneath modern Leicester. This was a rare opportunity to excavate. It's because the cathedral's building a new visitor centre. They knew it would be interesting, but didn't know how much they'd find.
There's always been a tradition that Leicester Cathedral was built on a Roman temple. We're now finding a Roman building that looks like it might have a shrine status to it, so some sort of element, private worship maybe, but maybe there's a retention of memory through the centuries from that Roman building to the cathedral being built on top of it.
They knew the area had been a graveyard for centuries, but they didn't know exactly how long.
Well, they found over 1,000 sets of human remains. There are 3 more buried here. These were around 1,000 years old, so from around the 11th century. And at the end of the dig, these human remains will be taken away and ultimately reburied by the cathedral.
These 2 children were buried much earlier than that. They're probably from the early Anglo-Saxon period, maybe 8th century. That gives the archaeologists more evidence of what happened after the Romans left Leicester. This 3D image shows the excavation at the end of the dig. But now the work's complete, it's all being filled back in again. Phil Mackey, BBC News, Leicester.